We're doing Natlan today. Hence the red, and yeah, it's the color. You know what I mean? Like there is no other color. The Land of Fire and Pale Skin. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're not be- What allegations? I have so many allegations levied against me, Zach. Which ones? You're gonna need to be more specific. I think it's very cute that, like, the Fontaine Archon Quest started in Caravan Rebat. We go to Maritime Harbor, which is, like, on the edge of Fontaine. I think that's cute thematically.
Wow, time flies. Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey.
It really does feel like yesterday that we started Fontaine.
Neverland called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of.
We haven't met anyone from Natlan either.
Exactly. Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there and other nations. Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natlan?
Yes, yes. That look of surprise and excitement is perfect. Hold it right there. Now look at the camera and big smiles on 3. Ready?
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side.
We just roll with that.
Hang on a minute. What's the photo shoot, Charlotte?
We're like, oh, Charlotte's just here. That's normal.
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone, right?
We?
All those obstacles we overcame side by side. Feels like it was just yesterday.
Cute.
Don't be a stranger now, partner.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey,
Why am I getting emotional?
No matter the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable, of course. But distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Cute.
Whoa, you're all here!
What about Linny and the triplets? Let me know the next time a festival rolls around.
Already thinking about taking time off? Any excuse for a party, huh? But yes, you can count on us. We wouldn't let you miss out on all the fun.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh, great idea. We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte, would you do us the honor? Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
Where are the triplets?
Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan has human inhabitants and its own unique culture, just like Fontaine. It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
So, how come she knows this, but Nuviet didn't? Like, Bro was like, I don't know, there's dragons there. I don't know. And Farina's like, oh yeah, like I just have all this information. You should have just asked me.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past too.
We could have asked all these people.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Don't speak too soon.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we?
Where are Linny, Lynette, and Fremine? I love my girls, but where are the triplets?
Well then, traveler.
Bon voyage!
Aww. Why am I so emotional right now?
Safe travels, traveler. You're welcome back anytime. If If you let us know in advance, we could arrange even more people to greet you when you return.
That would be quite the lively affair.
I heard there's a place in Natlan that produces precious stones. Next time there's a lull in my work, I gotta go pay it a visit.
We start the Archon Quest in Fontaine with like Linny, Lynette, and Fremine. Well, Linny and Lynette. But we don't end with them. I don't know. I was hoping that they would be here.
One picture to publish and one to keep for myself. Perfect.
Phlogiston? This special high-temperature thermal energy can be found throughout Natlan in all shapes and sizes. There are many ways to obtain phlogiston, however you pronounce that, and some devices can only be triggered and activated. Oh my god, activated via the injection of it. Okay. Oh, there's a deer. Hello. Oh, you just don't care about me? Okay. I thought I might run away. I love his little tail. Whoa, this bird. Well, there's more of those crystals. Wait, I do actually need them. Hold on. Oh! Ah, where is this place? And why are there so many rift hounds? Be careful, Harley. What the fuck? Okay. Wait, the rift hound is low in health. Okay.
Gather!
Overruled.
Rift crystals, yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Aww. Poor baby. Hey, big guy, you okay? Can you stand? Oh no, it looks really weak. Ugh, seriously, those floaty ghostly dogs are always up to no good. In fact, make that all things floaty. You're fairly floaty as floaty things go. Paimon's nothing like those guys. Anyway, forget that for now. Let's see if we can get this guy something to eat, and then we'll let it rest for a while. It'll be feeling better soon. Paimon's sure of it. It's too late. No. Oh no, it must be in so much pain, Harley. You can rest now, big guy. You did good. Is there something else that's on your mind? The heavy breathing. Is there something you'd like to tell me? Stretch out your hand, chosen of dragons. Join strengths and then witness all, and thus liberate all. What's going on, Harley? This is no time to zone out. It's nothing, just a bit of a daze. Is that your desire, or... Reach out to the dying beast. What are you doing? Harley, you... Oh. I'm now a Saurian? Why is the big guy so energetic all of a sudden? Wait, is that you, Harley? You're inside its body? This better not be some kind of strange dream. So how about we just rescue that little guy first? Whee! You alright there, little guy? What's wrong? You don't look so good. Is it your tail? Did you injure it when you fell from that barrier? If only we could bandage it. It's Paimon's time to shine. Your backpack's so full that even when it's an emergency, it still takes all day to find anything. Damn. Let's use this scarf from Paimon's emergency backpack instead. I have no clue where that backpack of yours is even supposed to be. Somewhere secret, somewhere safe, of course. Anyway, do you want to use the scarf or not? We'll use it. Thank you kindly, Paimon. Alright, little guy, don't move. Our little guy is sure well behaved, eh, Harley? Rah! That should do the trick. Alright, feel better now? Rah! He looks way better now. That's a relief. Still, how did you end up in that barrier? And those rift hounds? Eh? So you don't know either, huh? Now, we don't really get what you're saying, but now that we've rescued you, you can go home. Eh? Wait, do you not know where your home is? What about relatives, then? Oh wait, that big guy from earlier. What do we do, Harley? We can't just leave it all here all by itself, right? Oh. It might be better if you stay with us for a while. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we'll find this little guy's family when we reach Natlan, but we've never seen anything like it. Ah, chosen of dragons. Could that mean... We're the one who's chosen of dragons, I presume. Huh, you mean you heard something like that? Especially since, the Traveler's kits, for each, like, element are based on, like, dragons rather than the Archons. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Natlan is the nation of dragons. So does that mean that... Wait, they call little guys like this Saurians around here, right? Row. Come to think of it, Paimon does see some resemblance to Vishaps. You know, 2 legs, 1 tail and all. That could be anything, Paimon. Rah? We're happy to have it travel with us. Rah? But we should ask our friend here if that's what it wants to do first. True, true. Hey there, little guy. Would you like to travel with us? Rah! Looks like we're all agreed then. Anyway, Paimon's Paimon, and she's Harley. Oh yeah, you need a name too. Let Paimon think. Right, since you're yellow and brown all over, let's call you Hash Brown. Bruh. Looks like it doesn't like that name. Would you like Harley to give you a name then? Well, not that Paimon can vouch for her naming sense though. All the names I've come up with so far have been perfectly normal, I'll have you know. So what should we call this little guy? Oh, we can just... Oh, cool. You know what I should call it? Benui. Then let's call this little fella Benui, shall we? Let's go with that. Alright. Benui, that'll be your name from now on, little guy. Benui. I already love this. Rah! Looks like our little friend loves this name. But with any luck, we'll solve the mystery that surrounds you while we're in Natlan. And maybe we'll get some clues as to why Harley was able to suddenly enter that Saurian's body. Oh yeah, are you okay by the way, Harley? You suddenly turned into a Saurian back there. Are you feeling uncomfortable in any way? Oh, just a little Saurian sick. What's that even supposed to mean? This isn't the time for jokes. Still, Harley, Paimon's never heard of anyone in Natlan who can turn into a Saurian. This is kind of weird. Seriously, we only just got here, and it feels like so much has already happened. Anyway, how do we get out of here? Rah! Cute. You know where the exit is? Hey, don't just suddenly go running off like that. Gameplay tutorial. Touching phlogiston, destroying or collecting objects that contain it will create phlogiston particles, which can be absorbed to restore your phlogiston. In addition, there seem to be objects that can continuously replenish phlogiston levels. Saurian indwelling. Through the Through the guidance of a mysterious power, you can now indwell your spirit onto Natlan's Saurians. Different Saurians have different skills and special traits. Use their powers to get around Natlan and explore it. When you are in an indwelt state, you will prioritize using up the Saurian's phlogiston before using up your own reserves. Natlan Saurians are unique lifeforms that can enter a spirit sconce state under specific circumstances. Indwell your spirit onto spirit sconces to activate their power, transforming into and controlling the Saurian's original form. After a Tapetlosaurus drills into the ground, it can consume phlogiston to move in all directions, even digging up cliffs. Jumping while in this underground drilling state will trigger a short, high-speed leap forward. Tapetlosaurus can climb solid phlogiston that cannot be climbed through ordinary means. Its sharp claws can also be used to slice through obstacles with ease. Rah! Rah! It's so cute, bro. Oh man. I'm sad the other one had to die though. Bindui is so heckin' cute, it's so true. Oh, we're back here. Strange, the shiny pillars from before are gone. Paimon's heard that there's a place called the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, and it's a major hub in Natlan. Maybe someone there might know what's happened to Bindui.
Something you wish to report?
Let's head there if we get the chance, shall we?
You have my undivided attention.
Rah! I wanna go get my fucking crystals, bruv. Burbs. Hi, Burb. Oh! Bro just hid. Oh. All rocks are precious, even if they might trip you when you're out on a walk. Mind telling me about your tribe? The Children of Echoes? Ah, this is the tribe right here. Pretty cozy, right? This is the home where we grew up. We've always been surrounded by music, dance, and incredibly chubby Tapetlosaurs. The only problem is that we've dug too deep into the mountains, so sometimes it's hard to get a good amount of sun. But that's fine. The people here are rowdy enough that you'll never feel lonely. Tell me about rocks. The Tapetlosaurs are great at digging, so by living alongside them, we're basically living alongside rocks and ore. Oh, and besides those, we've also got solid phlogiston. You know what phlogiston is, right? You've already been here a while, after all. Have we? That's especially true for the Children of Echoes. Gems are really important to us. We see them almost like a second layer of our skin. If you want to live and work in Natlan, know this. The more gems someone is wearing, the harder they are to deal with. Looks like I'll have to go get some. Don't you worry. We're not the type to look down on anyone who doesn't come bedecked in gems. Here, take this. This is a crystal fruit common to these parts. Hope it brings you good luck. Oh. Spinal fruit. It did occur to me that I didn't actually continue the fucking quest, I just carried on walking.
Wow! So this is Natlan! So many strange mountains, and so many animals Paimon has never seen before! Doesn't look like there are any cities around here, though. Where should we start?
Let's try heading this way.
Good idea! Finding people means we can learn information about the local Archon. And once we've met the Archon, we should have a better idea of what to expect during our journey.
Archons have the deepest connection to their respective nations.
Well, Paimon hopes this one is easy to get along with. As long as we don't get on their bad side, we should be fine. Come on, let's keep following the road.
Flowers resplendent on the sun-scorched sojourn.
Whoa, check out those colorful pictures on the walls. We've got to be on the right track.
Lady. Love music.
I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this pilgrimage.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and we don't have time to sit around and wait.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that. We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. We're no longer in our prime.
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people. Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Damn.
Well, alright. I guess it is what it is. I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers. But never mind. Guess this is just par for the course as Uthabiti, huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the victory feast.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together, we're still friends, aren't we?
Brutal.
Of course. Anyway, you guys should get going before it's too late. Go form a really strong team, okay?
Man, poor kid.
Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage. Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened. Oh, she looks so sad too.
Let's go check on her.
Huh? Oh gosh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before. Are you travelers? Yep, we just got to Natlan. Oh, welcome, welcome! I'm Kachina, Uthabiti Kachina.
Uthabiti?
Oh, that's something we call an ancient name. It's a tradition we have here in Natlan, although it's kind of complicated to explain. You can think of it like a title for now. If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
I love her little, like, whiskers.
So, this pilgrimage, is that what you were discussing earlier? Oh, yeah! It's a competition we hold every so often, where everyone competes to try and get the highest ranking. The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars.
Night Warden,
Basically,
interesting.
the winners become heroes, and that's pretty much everyone's goal around here. Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something. Do you have to be in a team to participate? Well, due to the sheer number of participants, the pilgrimage is actually divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually, an ancient name bearer serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natlan, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame. Oh, and an ancient name bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. Someone like me. Once the team competition is over, the participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
Sounds like some kind of Natlan National Games.
Yeah, the scale seems pretty huge. Wait a minute. If ancient name bearers lead the teams, that means you must be a team captain. Sure am. Although, I don't exactly have any team members anymore. The key to winning is in the strength of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day. So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes.
Aww, Natlan Smash Bros, so true. What's your plan now?
All ancient name bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then I'll just go it alone. At worst, I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get back on my feet in no time. Psst,
Bless you.
Traveler. Based on the the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our thing.
Right there with you, Paimon.
Yep. Time for the next phase of our journey to start for real.
What are you guys talking about?
Can we join your team?
Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I just... how should I put this? I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only people from Natlan are allowed to take part in the pilgrimage.
Rip.
Oh, Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top and then become heroes.
Rip.
It's alright. Really. I mean, no one's ever offered to join my team before.
Aww.
Really?
We're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage registration rolls around, it feels like everyone starts avoiding me. They don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. It's like they're afraid I'll ask them to join my team.
Aww.
I probably don't even need to explain the reason. I'm too weak.
Bless her.
It's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my team. That really doesn't matter to you?
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the three of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. She can give them all a run for their Mora.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. You were able to overlook my lack of strength because you're confident in your own skills.
I wasn't thinking about any of that, actually.
That's right. We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer.
A true adventurer. You guys are really special. You know you're strong, but you don't take yourselves too seriously. That's exactly the kind of person I want to become. You're planning on staying in Natlan for a little while, right? Mind if I try to learn from you while you're here?
Learn from us?
Yeah, you know, like a disciple or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe.
She's so cute, I fear.
Promise I won't be in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan in the meantime.
What do you think, Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you.
But what about your competition?
Oh, right! Didn't those people from earlier say the registration period was about to end? You don't need to focus on finding new teammates?
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close to the deadline anyway. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it. So it's fine. No one expects anything out of me.
This little chicken nugget.
If I manage to learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a win next time.
Well, alright.
Thank you! Who would have thought I'd get the chance to meet such impressive adventurers? Today must be my lucky day. Well, come with me, you two. I'll show you where I grew up and introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes.
Fuck yeah.
Hello, I'm Kachina, a member of the Children of Echoes. I adore green fruits and would love to become more strong, even though I'm still not much of a fighter. I should probably save all that for later, right? Then, are you hoping to go somewhere? I'm pretty familiar with these parts, so I can show you the way.
She's adorable. Kachina's become your companion. When she uses her elemental skill, she will enter Night Soul's Blessing and summon Turbo Twirly to fight alongside her. If the hold mode of her elemental skill is used, or she uses it while Turbo Twirly is on the field, she will ride Turbo Twirly and gain the ability to move and climb quickly. Additionally, when you switch to Kachina while climbing, sprinting, or while in midair, Kachina will immediately hop onto Turbo Twirly as she takes the field. This ability is known as Night Soul Transmission and can only be used in areas within Natlan where phlogiston mechanics are present. The gems here are pretty different from the ones we have in Liyue. Oh, and the Vishaps too. Wait, they don't call them Vishaps here, do they? Gems, you say? Yeah, the rocks here are pretty special, aren't they? I heard that Natlan's also got a tribe that's super gung-ho about mining, so I came all the way to check it out. I figured I could bring some samples back, turn them over to the Liyue jewelers to see if they can be turned into some kind of new product. But the minerals here are formed from a different process from those in Liyue. To put it simply, all natlan ores are associated with a substance called solid phlogiston. Apparently, only the people here know how to manipulate phlogiston, but they are all loath to travel abroad, so I'm not sure if these samples will still be any good by the time I get back to Lida. I'll have to give this some more thought. Vishaps? Oh, you can't call them Geovishaps. They're called Tepetlosaurs. You see this little one over here? The jeweler over there introduced him to me. His name is Nini. Cute, eh? Natlan's a really cool place. Everyone here is super friendly, and even the Saurians here won't roll over and headbutt you just because you stepped into their territory. Maybe I'll consider extending my trip. Still, I've heard that not all the Saurians here are friendly. I haven't met any other types of Saurians yet, so I'm looking forward to it. Pat. Cute. Oh, okay.
Whoa. That thing over there looks super intimidating. You sure it's not gonna fall off?
Don't worry. Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you.
Aw. Oh, okay, we're going this way.
Many of our tribespeople love music and dance and have an amazing sense of rhythm. In the past, Outlanders have come here just to study our culture and exchange views.
Badass
My
though.
parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead.
Oh. Dance, dance, dance. Hehe. That timbre sounds pretty good. I'm assuming his turntabling skills have become even better? His turntabling skills have always been pretty good, but this time I think the credit has got to go to the new record pressing technique. Oh, you mean what we talked about last time regarding the new liquid phlogiston method? You've already managed to make it work? Of course, don't underestimate me. Oh, never. I'm just really happy for you. It's still in the experimental phase. I'm still gathering feedback even as I watch the show. Sounds like it's pretty difficult to control the movement of the record when you're trying to scratch it. Seems like there's still room for improvement. Cute!
Hey, it's Io! Come on, over here!
It's so cute.
Allow me to introduce you. This is Io, my Saurian companion, and also an important member of my family.
He's so adorable.
He's saying hello. I think he likes you.
Saurian? So in Natlan, you consider Saurians to be part of your family?
Of course, Natlan is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Saurians. They occupy an important place in every tribe. Outlanders
Cute.
always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case at all.
It's a Pokemon.
Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a Saurian family and a place to stay of his own. Sometimes he even brings his entire family over to eat at our house. The
Crying.
Geckos have the closest ties to the Tepetlosaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. That's how our relationship became what it is today. All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions pretty much sums it up. See? Io agrees with me.
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing! I
Oh.
think your friend here will get along with Io just fine. Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll be right back. No mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm telling your parents.
Need some music, my friend? Sounds good. I'm an excellent singer. Ah, then this must be fate. I've got a lot of records over at my place. I'll be sure to invite you if a concert comes up. Actually, that reminds me. The people of the Springs are huge fans of music too. Their music's a lot more laid back though, kind of like the hot springs they're known for. Our music is a lot more rhythmic in nature. You can even work with it playing in the background. Even Shilonen, the most famous engraver here, has borrowed my records a few times. Sorry, I'm not the best singer. That's okay, you don't have to be an expert to listen to music. I'm not a professional musician either. My regular job is working as a caretaker for the Tepetlasaurs. That hasn't stopped me and my Saurian friends from appreciating music though. If I have to make an analogy, it'd be like how some people love to listen to music as they do their chores. Aren't there a lot of people like that? When will I be able to bring a Saurian home? Very cute, I like her outfit. Would you like to raise one? Yes, I do. I really want to, even in my dreams. But Mom and Dad keep telling me that I'm still too young, and that I'll have to earn some kind of special name before I can bring a Saurian home. Why? I really don't get it. Don't I already have a name of my own? Is it because the Saurians can't understand the way we talk, so we've got to use their language instead? When will I finally be considered a grown-up? I just want to be able to cuddle with my Saurian as I eat and fall asleep. There's plenty of Saurians about. I know. I've taken nearly all the baby Saurians in the tribe home at one point or another. But none of them was able to stay for too long. They all returned to their partners sooner or later. Actually, now that you mention it, I don't think any of their grown-up partners has any kind of fancy name. Maybe they've got something they need to work together on. Is that so? Well, in that case, should I not stop making a ruckus and instead wait patiently for their return? I've got it. I'll prepare some snacks for them next time. I want all the little Saurians to know that my house is a good place for them to relax. Come on, you take some too. If you spot any little Saurians having a roadside rest, do share it with them. Its name is the strongest and most steadfast berserker in all the world. I'm sorry, what? It's a name, the name of my tool. Steadfast describes its tenacity, berserker praises its strength, and strongest reflects my utmost faith in its abilities. Names are important vessels of symbolism in Natlan, so my most trusted tool deserves a most glorious name of its own. Tell me about those names. You've heard of ancient names, right? Powerful warriors chosen by the Wyob will be granted an ancient name, engraved upon obsidian stone. This means that the warrior has been acknowledged to have the ability to inherit the legacy of all the heroes who have carried this name before, and will follow the paths of their predecessors to fight for Natlan. The Wyob has never been wrong. Ancient names are precious, and each will be bestowed upon a warrior who is worthy of the title. Speaking of, do you have a tool or weapon that always comes in handy? Why don't you also give it a name? Surely it's earned one for itself. Flashback to me naming my sword Titty in Minecraft every time. Let's name it the Strongest Sword, or the Dull Blade. Not bad. A concise name, yet filled with ambition. That's a good principle. I've also got a pretty high quality hammer at home, which I was planning on calling the Saurian Claw Succulent. Looks like I'll have to reconsider that name now. Yeah, maybe so.
Pretty.
Viral sigil.
This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wyob that protects us and grants us blessings.
Wyob? Is that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wyob dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above. We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief recounts and interprets dreams relating to our Wyob to decipher its will. The Wyob know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't that extraordinary?
Huh. Kachina, what are you doing here?
This looks like Liban.
Chief! Oh, let me introduce you. This is Pakal, the chief of our tribe. Chief, these two just arrived in Natlan. They're super accomplished adventurers, and they're letting me stick by them so I can learn a thing or two.
What?
Hello?
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety's my responsibility, so I'll just come out and say it. I don't know how you met her, but I'm gonna need you to prove your identity.
Huh?
Whoa! There's no need for that, Chief. They're good people. I can feel it.
A feeling isn't going to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
It's a valid concern. I get it.
How about, we show you our adventurer handbook? It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. I
Damn.
prefer something more reliable. Huh. You're the Traveler, and you're Paimon, her familiar.
He's heard of us.
Paimon is a guide! Jeez, these rumors are getting out of control. Well, okay, maybe this one's not that bad. It does make you seem super powerful and mysterious, Traveler.
Wait, is there something special about those names?
You haven't heard?
Nope.
Learn well from her, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
Really?
Damn.
To earn that kind of praise from the Chief, you guys must be even stronger than I thought.
Apologies for not trusting your word.
Oh, don't worry about it. You were just doing your duty.
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too careful. As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? Why haven't you headed out yet?
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I'll catch up with them in a bit.
Oh, sis. Why are you lying to
I may not
him?
be much of a fighter, but I am quick on my feet.
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
I see. Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything just now. If I did, just tell me where you left off, and I might be able to help with the explanations.
Let me think. I told them about the Wayab, so now's the perfect time to dive into ancient names. Good thing you're here, Chief. I don't think I could explain it very well.
Oh, right! That word kept popping up in our conversation earlier. So what does it mean exactly?
Well, Natlan is a nation of heroes whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories. You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars. By the time he fought in his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite
Practically
where he used
dead.
to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage. Impressive, right?
So why do people inherit ancient names?
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past, but they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Do you have
It's a
your
title
stone
or a
on you,
role.
Kachina?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Whoa,
Interesting.
that black stone looks so mysterious. It's like there's something shiny inside it.
It looks like a feather.
The Wayab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear, and their deeds are then preserved within it. As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Just like me. I'm still not sure why our Wayab chose me of all people. But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long time ago.
So it's like a form of mental fortitude?
Then you're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make Paimon super strong or smart?
None at all. And that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given?
Oh, Paimon gets it! If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the stories suddenly become a lot less inspirational.
Someone had this to say about ancient names. Our forebearers carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it. So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the Wyab's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh, right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with me?
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking place?
Yep. And outside of competition season, it's the place where our intertribal gatherings are held.
Will the Pyro Archon be there?
Of course. She's the most important figure in the entire event.
Sounds like a plan then. Let's go!
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety. Be on your way now.
All right, we're off. See you later, Chief. I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different.
We don't really have one of those.
Luckily, that's not the case. Or, well, I guess we just have to meet up after the tournament.
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask to join me. But he's not as young as he used to be, and he's got some old injuries that still bother him. He's not cut out for any more attempts.
Enjoy your light phone.
He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but this is for the best.
Aw, bless her. You're a very considerate person.
Yeah. Your teammates left you high and dry and you made sure they didn't feel guilty about it.
It's not their fault, really. The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natlan. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past and dream of becoming warriors with the strength to defend our nation. Not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause. Anyway, don't worry about it for now. Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way. Our last stop, the Statue of the Seven, is also in that direction. Let's go!
Okay. That's such a cunty pose.
The statue is so pretty. Is that what the Pyro Archon is like?
You betcha. Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome.
Oh, since we're here, you might as well go get your shiny new elemental powers, Traveler.
That's true.
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
Oh, just you watch, Kachina.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Ooh, pretty.
Huh? That's not right. Is the statue asleep or something?
I don't sense anything.
Huh. Shouldn't you be able to shoot fireballs or summon flame pillars by now?
Nothing happened.
Strange. Must be something unique to Natlan. Sorry, Kachina. We got your hopes up for nothing.
No, it's all right. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Were you really able to gain elemental powers just by touching the Statue of the Seven? That's something only vision bearers can use.
Yep, it's always been that way.
Could you show me? Only if you want to, I mean. No pressure.
Oh. Yeah, I guess maybe if our powers do come from the dragons, then that must mean that maybe the pyro dragon is like dead. Like maybe because like with Neviette couldn't be reborn as the Hydra Dragon until Egeria had died, because Egeria had been given his power by Celestia. So I'm wondering whether like Mavwika has been like given the Pyro Dragon's powers, and so the Pyro Dragon cannot be reborn. Sure.
Take it away, traveler.
Why do I feel like we're not going to be able to channel them here? Oh. Oh wait, no, we're fine. A little face.
Wow! Different elemental powers, wielded by a single person! I've never even heard of something like that! Let me give it a try! Nope. Still just Geo.
Aww.
Anyway, I was right! You really are something special!
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Whoa! What's
Yeah,
that?
we have Geo and Dendro too. Burp. Cool. Big chimkin.
Oh, that's a cuckoosaur! They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Reminds me of our time in Mondstadt.
Right? It's been ages since that day we first saw Dvalin. We've come so far.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty long trek ahead of us, so here, take this. They look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. It's actually candy. My mom made them. I always bring a few when I know I'm gonna be out and about for a while. A little boost of sugar can really come in handy in a pinch.
True.
Woo! Paimon loves candy. Thanks.
That's very generous of you.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I've got all sorts of bits and bobs on me. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point.
Let's... Ooh. Yumkasari. Yumkasaurus can spit out flammogranate pectin hidden in its cheek pouches and wrap it around heavy objects and sigils before pulling itself toward them to move. They can even hold that button to hover and aim to face the direction they wish to go. However, continuous use of such movement in a short period of time requires phlogiston consumption. Yumkasaurus can also use flammogranate pectin to grab light objects into its mouth before aiming and then spitting them out. It can also pull mechanisms that require pulling. Hee. Cool. Whoa. Manitou? These strange spirits are said to have been born from ancient graffiti. You can use phlogiston to awaken them from slumber, and if you follow them and aid them in finding the place they are looking for, you may yet gain something. Look at this guy. Hello. It's so cute. Oh. This is literally Dusky. Oh, cute. A little bird landed on it. That's so precious. Oh. It was an accident! No, I meant to attack this thing because I was like, oh, what the hell is this? I meant to attack this thing, but because Yelan has AoE on her shot, it hit the guy. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry I killed your friend.
We've come a long way. How does a break sound?
Great idea! All this sightseeing is making Paimon hungry.
You say that as if you use your stomach to see.
Oh, are you all out of candy? I've got some more if you want. I've also got bread, drinks, fried rice, roasted apples.
Damn, I'll take that.
Whoa, you're practically a walking cafeteria!
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, it pays to be prepared. They only come in handy every so often. But hey, better late than never, right? Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems like you've got something on your mind.
Apart from the crumbs I'm spilling everywhere. Just thinking about what happened with the Statue of the Seven.
Yeah, that was so weird. It has to mean something, don't you think?
Actually, you know what? It could be because our Archon is different from the rest.
Hmm?
Different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' Archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as gods.
And that's not the case in Natlan?
Not at all. Every Pyro Archon in Natlan was an ordinary person before taking on the role.
Huh? A human serving as an Archon? Is that even possible?
A human ascending to the divine throne. Kind of reminds me of Vanessa.
You find it hard to believe too, huh?
So that's not normal then? I guess I've just gotten used to how things are here in Natlan.
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human to become an Archon, right?
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer that.
Yeah.
I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position still grows old and requires rest. The Statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the years. Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can claim the title, you just have to prove your strength.
Interesting.
So the contest is all about how strong you are.
That's right. We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for a future Archon. Plus, when someone emerges victorious, it's hard to argue with the results. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength before. But it's just as Chief Pakal said. Today's limits are tomorrow's breakthroughs. Our future Archons will go from strength to strength.
Fair.
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just, if she's really that strong, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for us? If we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
Yeah. I'd say it depends on how she feels about us.
I wouldn't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful person and very welcoming to guests. I think you'll get along great.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble either.
Well.
It'll all work out. You'll meet her soon enough.
Alright, Paimon's just about ready to... Huh? What's that?
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth. Good things happen if you infuse it with phlogiston.
Oh, phlogiston. Okay, not phlogiston. Let me give it a try.
Sorry to disappoint, but only people from Natlan can use that power.
Infuse with phlogiston.
Wait! You can use it too? How?
Just came naturally.
That was amazing! I don't even know what to say!
Huh?
Wait, look behind you. Something's
Toto. Hiya, Toto. It's me, Kachina.
Cute.
Well, aren't we looking lively today? Did the chisel floor you over here? Warm, isn't it?
Oh, so it was just a friendly saurian.
That's right. There's quite a few of them around here, and Toto's the friendliest and gentlest of the bunch.
Aw.
He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off to any Outlanders that might come this way. Don't let his size fool
Aw.
you, though. He's just a big softie.
What does the crouching mean?
That's an invitation. He's offering us a ride.
Oh shit. Don't mind if we do.
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's kind of scary, don't you think? He's huge.
What are you scared of? You can fly.
Oh, good point. You guys have fun with that then. Paimon will just float alongside.
Aww.
Wow, the sightseeing is even better from up here.
The higher the vantage point, the better the view.
Are you and Toto close, Kachina?
Yep. When I was little, my parents and I went to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back. Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none left for me. In the end, though, he didn't eat a single one, and even chased off a few other saurians looking to snatch a few for themselves. After
cute.
that, he used his big head to help get our cart right side up again.
You're like,
I've
I
been
help.
bringing him fruit ever since. Oh, and I was the one that named him Toto, actually. With the sheer amount of food he can eat, he pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was already this big. Oh, look over there! That's our destination! The Stadium of the Sacred Flame. You can let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift.
Cute.
It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way on foot. It'd be quite the trek for Toto otherwise.
That's true, especially considering his size. Well, see you later, Toto!
Yeah, it's definitely off. You still can't get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven? Jeez, just what's with the statues? Perhaps Natlan's just special. Now you mention it, it does sound like Natlan's constantly been affected by the influence of the Abyss. Where did you get that information from, Paimon? Could that be why? Paimon hasn't got a clue. Whoa. Cool. Hello, friend. Where are you off to then? Need some help with directions? Anything of note nearby? If you head west along this main road by the edge, you'll end up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. People go there to either watch or take part in the pilgrimage of the return of the Sacred Flame, as well as do a bit of business on the side. You have something I want, I have something you want, type of thing. If you came over from the east, you've probably already run into the Children of Echoes. Did you buy any gemstones while you were there? If you go south from here, you'll reach the edge of a great cliff, where you can test your bravery against that lot from the Signs of the Campany. Campany? No, Canopy. Each of their hobbies seem to be more dangerous than the last. And then if you keep heading to the place where there's water, you'll reach my home, the People of the Springs. If you're tired from the journey, you can gaze out to sea, or take a bath in the hot springs. Any recommendations? And as they say, things don't always pan out as you expected. If you don't have a clear destination, you might as well go with the flow, or leave your fate in someone else's hands. Are there many other wayfinders like me over at my tribe, you ask? We're not picky about our destination. When we can't decide where to go next, we'll pick up a stick, head over to a statue of the Pyro Archon, then spin it around on the ground, and whichever way it points is where we go. Praise be to Lady Harborim. Whenever I follow her guidance, I always learn something new. Harborim? Let's leave the path ahead to fate. Indeed, well said. Now that sounds like something the Masters of the Night Wind might say. Still, doesn't the saying itself effectively just mean, let's go with the flow? Well, not that living that way would be bad. Sometimes things come to you even when you don't take the initiative.
We made it! I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but... I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're not here yet.
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us waiting. Listen here, you. It's not just Kanish and Moalani's time you're wasting, but mine, too! Mine! What the heck? That's a strange-looking Saurian. Or, wait, is it even a Saurian?
Take it down a notch, alright? You don't even know some of these people. Just because Kachina's too nice to get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to her.
Damn, his eyes are cool.
What are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Alright, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Hal just doesn't have much of a filter, that's all. I don't mind.
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Moalani, there you are.
Cute.
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
Hello, Paimon's Paimon.
This is Paimon, nice to meet you all.
Oh, and this is the Traveler. Honestly, you could at least introduce yourself a little, you know.
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina. Where are they?
Oh, they went to join teams with a better chance at winning.
So you're saying you've been ditched? Again. That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage. The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name bearer, after all.
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence. You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the Night Warden Wars?
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war. A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
The Abyss.
So they're here too. Well, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland.
Guess it makes sense.
Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Natlan.
Isn't it dangerous, though?
Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with the territory. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also have the blessing of our Archon, which allows for our safe return.
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which does exactly what it sounds like, basically.
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep, so it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing gives us the courage
Okay,
to keep moving forward.
Let's go register. We don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning on competing solo, are you?
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it doesn't seem like we can take part.
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of teams, it's practically guaranteed chaos. No matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory is never assured. In a situation like that, it's always better to have someone to watch your back.
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these two can have special permission to participate? Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well... I only have a few teammates this time. If someone else could take them, then...
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say? With how strong you are, it would practically be an upgrade for my teammates.
Fine by me, but doesn't that leave you and Kachina as a team of 2?
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. Besides, we're a formidable duo.
She's sweet.
I bet our new friends here will agree that 2's always better than 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean us?
Things are definitely less lonely with Paimon around.
You're right! 2 is definitely better than 1! It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlan. No one fights alone.
But what if I drag you down?
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little more confident. Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name bearer. People are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not good at stuff like that.
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me anyway. Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up together once I'm done.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
There are all sorts of symbols on them.
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Okay. So you're gonna tell us what those
Well,
tribes
if
are
we're
like?
talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Mualani, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kanich.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for
He
waiting, you
kind
guys.
of sounds like
Let's
Sean
go
Chiplock to
register.
me, but I know it's not him.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These 2 travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer. She's more than skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what she can do.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous
Yeah,
precedent for
that is
countless
fair.
interested parties in the future. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natlan. Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire.
It's fine.
Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats. That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway. Dale,
I wanted
there's
to
something
fight.
Paimon was wondering, actually.
If the Ode of Resurrection exists, why do you have to go through the process of selecting warriors?
You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the Ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
That's also
Because
why
they're too important to
ordinary
the story.
people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word. Victory. Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
Only those who triumph over the abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again. The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
But why would the victors need to be revived?
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving? You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the abyss this time. Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for 1 person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high.
I see.
That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together.
This guy in the
No
background
one
is chilling.
fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
This all sounds pretty dangerous. Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natlan as well as our Archon. Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natlan?
Obviously, yeah.
Hard to say.
Oh.
The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection
Is
with
that
the
where
Wyab.
we went before?
We
when
call
we
this
got
realm
Banui?
the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula-How, lest you live to regret it.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete.
She's over it.
It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, all food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon.
family and friends included, which means you both get in on it.
Oh, Paimon will be
Come on,
happy.
let's go have some fun.
Welcome to chocolate beverages. Be prepared for a taste of the extraordinary. Extraordinary? Freshly squeezed with the finest fruits and balanced with the most mysterious spices for the richest flavor you could possibly conceive of. And once you've tasted it, there's no going back. You'll feel like you've had all the world's blessings bestowed upon you by the wild, as light of the Cucusaurus feather floating up into the skies. Sounds kind of weird. That's because being weird is precisely our selling point. I don't know about visitors from other places, but us Natlan natives go for it, go in for that kind of thing. Maybe it's the part about blessings from the wild and all that. Sounds pretty tempting, huh? To tell you the honest truth, there's actually nothing special about these drinks, but people walk away feeling like they're on cloud 9. But there's nothing to knock about the drinks themselves. Our ingredients are high quality, and very healthy too. Do you have anything more ordinary around here? Damn. Sorry, I was silent for a long time now, just now, wasn't I? I just couldn't really imagine what an ordinary drink would look like. Does soup count as a drink? Here's one I made with an ordinary recipe. It should be fine, right? Hunter without a target. Emerging artist self-proclaimed. Miss, have you ever heard of the ultra-revivalist school? No, I'm afraid to say I'm a bit behind the times when it comes to fashion. No. That's not your fault. You know why? Because I just created it. Oh, so what does it mean? It's a school of art that I am about to guide, pioneer, and carry up to lofty heights. As for what the style will be, that depends on what I end up drawing next. Wow, that sounds pretty impressive. Huh? Really? You really think so? Of course. Isn't that how all popular art goes? They start with a concept, then give it a name, and finally, they try and give it as much exposure as they can, so that it baffles as many people as possible. And ta-da! You've created the latest fad. She is so white. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Sorry for calling you white and then walking into you. 2, 4, 5... Oh, looks like I missed the beat again. What beat? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just playing some intense music in my head. The kind that's perfect for forging. What? This is some Theo bullshit. I'm guessing you can't hear it? It's a pity that I'm tone deaf as well, or I'd try singing it for you. But feel free to stand by and listen to the rhythm of my iron working. Just think of it as a form of street music. That's quite the rhythm. I'm not sure why, but this kind of rhythm helps relieve my fatigue from all the repetitive toil. Really keeps my energy levels up, you know? Yeah, stone can sometimes serve as a musical instrument. When I bless my weapon with invincibility, it blesses me with invincibility back. Is this some sort of perpetual motion blessing machine? Not exactly. A perpetual motion machine sounds like something that doesn't exist, and if that's the case, it wouldn't work. That's what you think. So is invincibility possible? As long as you believe, you'll make it a reality one day. I don't think that's how that works. Of course, it all stems from whether the person who bestowed the blessing is reliable. Generally, when people buy new weapons, they'd ask a well-respected friend from the Masters of the Nightwind to help draw something on it. But as you can see, I'm a wrestler. What kind of weapon could a wrestler even use? So I mostly just buy protective equipment, and it's always reassuring when you're wearing something with a beautiful pattern on it. Phlogiston engraving is such a deep field of study, but kids these days. What's all this about? Greetings, Outlander. This is the place where oblations are made to the Tablet of Tona. As to what the Tablet of Tona is, it is a symbol of the uniting bond between our tribes and the sacred flame. Through the flame, every native of Natlan can establish close connections with others in their tribe, Saurians and the Pyro Archon. If the flame's protection is your desire, then offer a prayer before the Tablet of Tona. What is a phlogiston engraving? Well, it's a pictogram created by the ancient people of Natlan by imitating a primeval Is that how you say that? Primeval language. They use these to communicate with phlogiston or interface with the sacred flame. Graffiti has become more popular as time has passed, but phlogiston engraving has some different connotations that few nowadays have the patience to study. The smell of grilled fish covered in mint sauce. Mint sauce. I love grilled fish too. Oh-ho! When you tear open the crispy skin, the shiny fishy flesh inside couldn't be more like freshly made competition equipment if it tried. Huh? And as an engineer, I'm the first person that gets to experience it. Of course, our testing equipment is meant for safety inspections, which is a whole other kettle of fish from grilling, well, fish. I'm sure safety still comes into play when grilling fish, right? Well, you've got me there. True, you do need to be careful with both the fire and the ingredients used. Things could get really ugly if you ate poisonous fish. That would be like using cracked components. I quite like mince myself. Oh, such a cool texture, and what a refreshing aftertaste. Just like placing your hand on a machine that's just been wiped clean. Ah, the smell of steel, as fresh as a handful of mint. Of course, you can eat mint, but I'd advise against actually trying to taste an ice-cold iron chunk. Thanks for the reminder. Indeed, of course, you won't often find cold metal around these parts. Or in simpler terms, everyone can just use processed materials.
Dig in, you guys! Eat as much as you want! These dishes are all local specialties. There's more where this came from too, so don't be shy. Let's feast until the bill gives the Archon a heart attack.
Don't be dramatic.
The Pyro Archon is very generous, even if it does cause some trouble for all the hotel workers and volunteers. Speaking of trouble, I've locked Ahau away for now, so you don't have to worry about him being a nuisance.
Wait, isn't that a little harsh?
Nah, Kanich and Ahau are always like that. Everyone has their own unique way of getting along with their Saurian companion.
Saurian, not Saurian?
What's got you all down in the dumps, Kachina? You don't have to worry about tomorrow. I'll be with you every step of the way.
I know. Everything's fine, really. I'm just nervous. I can't keep using my age as an excuse. I have to get stronger. I have to prove to people that I'm not trying to avoid the Night Warden Wars.
You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know your own heart. So stop beating yourself up over other people's opinions. If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, they can take it up with the Wyub. Trust me, Kachina. The Wyub see something special in you.
I just hope it's not the fact that I can take a few punches.
Aww. I'm guessing the pilgrimage hasn't gone too well in the past?
Yeah, I'm on a 7 or 8 pilgrimage losing streak. My ranking has been improving little by little, but still no wins.
That's progress. You're only
To be
a
honest,
kid.
losing 7 or 8 times isn't even a lot. Maybe other people can't see your improvement, but your performance still isn't something to scoff at.
Yeah, didn't you say you got really close before?
It's just, what if I don't even make it through the team stage this time?
Hey, have a little faith, will you? You've got me on your team. Stumble,
Yeah, she's a
and I'll
5-star.
be there to get you back on your feet. Run into someone you can't beat, and we'll face them together. I know you've never tasted victory, but you trust me, don't you?
Well, Alani, you're the best.
Aww.
I trust you. I definitely do. And you're right. I've got to pull myself together. I still don't know why the Wyub chose me to inherit an ancient name. But I can't be the only bear who's ever felt this way. If they can keep at it, so can I.
Not to mention, the fact that your ancient name has survived until now means all your forebears managed to honor its meaning. Otherwise, it would be lost to us by now, shattered by defeat in battle.
That's right! And you'll have us rooting for you too!
Just call us cheerleaders 1 and 2.
No. It should be the other way around. I was clearly the one who asked to learn from you. But still, thanks you guys. Geez, now I'm crying again. Everyone has been so nice to me today. I'll win this time for sure. I won't let your support go to waste. Oh, right. I should eat something. My mom said I need to keep up my strength for tomorrow.
Nice to see your game face back, Kachina.
Thanks for encouraging her, you two. It's easy for people to only see how she has a lot to learn, so it isn't often that she meets people willing to treat her with patience.
Don't you worry. We've seen how kind and hardworking she is. We can already tell she's a wonderful person.
You.
Take it easy. You're getting tears in your food.
I'll pour you all some drinks. I brought some homemade fruit juice.
Team
Let me
shambles.
just go grab some cups.
Just absolute
She
shambles.
even travels with homemade juice?
Kachina's backpack is practically a bottomless pit. It's got everything.
That's true, but she definitely only offered us some so she could go find somewhere to cry for a little while.
Seems like you two really look out for her.
Mom and Dad.
She's like a little sister to me, you know? She's already so talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her of it. And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that confidence.
Why are you so sure? Is that what happened to you?
Oh, no. I was just born confident.
Mulani's being
different.
modest. She's already a 3-time veteran of the Night Warden Wars. Came out on top each time. And she's never had to be resurrected.
God damn.
Wow, that's amazing!
Nah, it's no big deal. The opponents I had to face were pretty tame, that's all. Ooh, no wait, that makes it sound too unimpressive. Either way, the challenges haven't been that difficult so far. But I'd love to fight alongside Kachina and experience the glory of victory together. The flowers, the applause.
Paimon gets it! That's how Paimon and the Traveler are too.
Fighting side by side? Are we really?
Of course! Just think about it, Traveler! Where would you be without your guide?
Drinks are here. Better try them while they're still fresh.
Feeling better now, Kachina?
Me? I'm totally fine. Really, I promise. That was just nerves earlier. I'm gonna get some meat in my system, then head out to get some exercise. Want to be nice and loose for the tournament tomorrow.
I'll come with you.
Just don't go overboard, okay? The last thing we need is for someone to oversleep. We've got an early day tomorrow.
If only we had a friend who never oversleeps.
Alright, fine. Make sure you guys are up on time.
Attaboy. I knew you'd catch on.
So full. I'm so sleepy. We should get a good night's sleep before the competition tomorrow. I'm still a little worried about Kachina, though. Maybe we can help her out with her training. She did say she wanted to learn from us. Not that Paimon's gonna be doing much of the teaching.
Yeah. Yeah, can't imagine you would be Paimon.
Well, looks like we'll be commentating together this time around. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. Just remember to be liberal with the sunscreen tomorrow. The sunlight is intense up in the hot air balloon.
I wonder who's gonna win this time. Who do you think's the favorite?
That's a tough one. Anything can happen, especially in the team stage. Sometimes the favorites are forced to face each other early on, factoring in the environment and different participant strategies. It's impossible to predict who will come out on top.
True. You think I'd have a chance in the pilgrimage one day? I've been training every day after work.
It's certainly possible. I'll be rooting for you if you ever get the chance.
Welcome to the Weary Inn. Good eats and sweet sleeps. Please place your orders at the bar with manager Chanka. If you require lodging, please enter the inn. Continue reading. The preliminary rounds of the 243rd Inferno Stomach Supremo competition will be held in each tribe's territory. The Supreme Supremo will be determined when the winners of each tribe show off and show down at our shop. The highlights of this year have already been revealed. The preeminent Pakal, leader of the Children of Echoes, will emerge from his exile and return to write the next chapter of his legendary 71 servings of glittering gemstones feat of 5 years ago. Perhaps it's due to the arrival of a dark horse, that rising star of the Collective of Plenty, the fierce, the brave, the brace? I think it's supposed to be brave. The one and only Faressa. Perhaps a record of 80 servings of blazed meat stew has set the great Pacal's blood boiling. Rumors say that after taking the crown of Supremo in the Collective of Plenty's preliminary competition, she even joined in those of the other tribes, apparently just out of her sheer love of food. Just how will the legendary Pacal handle Varesa's assault? After all, she is the one who can take her time munching her way through our entire storehouse as though enjoying a post-meal dessert. In order for us to handle the challenge posed by these two stomach supremos, as well as the pressure brought to bear by the numerous other competitors, the Weary Inn will double and redouble our food reserves. I hit the jackpot. I think I'm staying in the same room that Chaska had during the last competition. Yep, that's that Chaska. The center of attention, the one who never fails, the indomitable Chaska. I'm gonna write this into my family history. Miss, we understand your excitement, but please do not roll around on the floor of your room. We wish you success in your adventures. As the designated lodging for contestants in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, our establishment has over a century of history. The quality of all of our services is guaranteed. All food and lodging provided by our inn will be free of charge during the preparations for the pilgrimage. We will provide room service and scrumptious treats until your satisfaction is complete. It's said that if a contestant stays in the same room that legendary contestants once slept in, there's a chance they'll get really lucky and be super on form during the competition. Even adventurers are likely to see impressive results, reaping massive rewards. Of course, rooms are randomly assigned, and we do not accept reservations for specific rooms, no matter the price. Transferring rooms to other parties is prohibited as well. Please check in calmly and rest well. We hope you will be all fired up and motivated to the max every day when you awake. We'd like to specially recommend our Tatacos. Tatacos? Ask anyone in Natlan. These tasty treats are not to be missed. This quick, convenient food is made with grain fruit, shrimp, cheese, and onions, and is the perfect calorie-packed pick-me-up to fuel you up. Visitors from abroad should also try our Saurus crackers, a snack beloved by both humans and saurians. Milk and chocolatl are the ultimate combination. Dunk 'em and dip 'em before eating. Never forget to prepare a temporary yet comfy bed for your saurian companion before camping or resting. First, find some dry branches and stones to build the foundation. Make sure it isn't too moist, otherwise the saurian's sleep will be adversely affected. Next, spread out some soft fabric and cloth on top of the foundation to form a comfortable bed. Finally, stuff the bedding with fur or other items that can help retain heat as a filling, and cover the saurian with a soft woven blanket, and you're done. For detailed setup instructions, please consult with our staff. We have extensive experience in caring for saurian companions. Hehe, so happy that Moo made a new friend. Sorry, who's Moo? He's a little saurian from our tribe. He's not around here. Probably back at home playing with his new friend. I think she's a kid from Fontaine. She's the wee small sort and has a very cute nose. Oh, Melusine. She's not a human and can't understand a word of what Moo's saying, but she seems to be getting along with him just fine. I hope she stays a while to help Moo come out of his shell. You seem to care a lot about it. Yeah, after all, they're our companions who live and fight by our side. We can't just think about our health alone, right? I forgot to introduce myself. I'm a researcher, and I'm quite familiar with the way saurians behave. Some people call me the Saurian Whisperer, but I don't actually understand their language. I just have a knack for observing how they behave and figuring out if they're sick or unhappy. If you meet any saurians that are behaving strangely, come find me. I'll do my best to help you pinpoint the problem and help find a solution. So you are... I'm the owner of the Weary Inn, and I also run a food stall at the entrance. Speaking of this place, I even stayed here for free back when I was a contestant. Who'd have thought I'd be the one in charge now, huh? Do you know anyone who's taken part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame? If you did, that would make things a lot easier. You could stay with them, and you'd dine and bunk on the house. Or you can eat, too. Any recommendations? Well, I'd go with my personal specialty, tatacos. That said, though, it's not hard to make. Almost everyone in Natlan knows how. Here, hold out your hand. Were you expecting me to just give you finished product? Nah, I'm going to teach you how to make one. I'm aware that the question I'm about to ask you will drag this out even longer. Okay, go ahead. Do you have any idea how long it's been since we sat down to eat? Any at all? I haven't really been paying attention. About the amount of time it takes to eat a tatako? The amount of time it takes you to eat a tatako, more like. I've just about digested my whole darn meal here. Wow, impressive. But what's the rush? Besides, after you've just finished eating, it's always a good idea to take a rest before you set off. Helps keep the stomachache at bay. You're not seriously suggesting I should be thanking you, are you? Actually, yes, I suppose I am. It's always like this. So embarrassing. What happened? Well, I'm a supplier who delivers ingredients for Ms. Chanka every so often. But even though all I do is help carry things around from time to time, she always insists that I stay for a meal. The issue is, I have quite the appetite, so I always feel guilty eating here without paying. Your boss seems like the nice sort. Yeah, that's just how Ms. Chanka is. Did you know that she used to be a top-ranking warrior in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame? But she was forced to retire after seriously injuring her leg in the Night Warden Wars. Many people used to come here on her reputation's account, but she never liked them making all that fuss. On that note, I suppose I shouldn't say too much either. All I'll say is, she's a very reliable owner, and this is a great place to come to.
5 people are going to be selected for the Night Warden Wars this time around, but to be honest, the number makes no difference. Chaska's gonna win, I'm sure of it.
Seems a little early to celebrate, don't you think?
It doesn't matter how long you hesitate, the result won't change, so you might as well just give up already. No, that isn't how it works. You have to assess the team's overall strength, then consider all possible outcomes of each match. And then bank on the unexpected happening? Pfft, you're a fine one to talk. Our boy's only telling you how it is. You've bet on so many matches now, yet despite all your calculations, your bets haven't turned out any better than his random guesses. Oh damn. That's just because the sample size is too small. You wait and see. Once I bet on a load more, I'll create a graph with all the data. And then spend another 3 weeks washing dishes? More meaningless speculation. If you're going to make random guesses anyway, why don't you give your old pa the benefit of the doubt for once?
No surprises
Oh.
here. No matter how many times I participate, I'm always so nervous.
Welcome to the Weary Inn. As the name suggests, people feel tired as soon as they arrive here. Huh? Not that the place itself makes you tired, I mean. More like when people find themselves in an extremely comfortable environment, they're more likely to suddenly feel all the accumulated fatigue. So come, sit back and relax. If you need anything, just call me. I got hungry the moment I stopped. That's quite common, I assure you. That's why you need to pause and check on yourself from time to time. Come on, have a little grub and rest a bit. Only then can you give yourself the best start for the next leg of your journey.
Kachina!
Oh, it's you two! I just finished training with Mualani. What's up?
See, there's Paimon.
Well, you worked so hard to introduce us to Natlan, we wanted to return the favor.
I want to help you do the best you can.
Wow, you guys are exactly like Kachina described. No wonder she's already your biggest fan. Guess I should make myself scarce, though. Kachina was the one who helped you out all day, so I don't want to intrude on your secret teachings.
It's just a simple piece of advice, actually.
Huh? What do you mean?
Observation is also key.
Observation?
Study your opponent, master their habits.
Yeah, the person who hits the hardest isn't always the one who wins.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying, fight smarter, not harder. Having the strength to win is just as important as knowing the right strategy.
Atta girl, Kachina! Exploit your opponent's weaknesses while maximizing your own strengths, and you're sure to find opportunities to turn the tides in your favor.
You're right. I just need to focus. When I get nervous, I forget to assess the situation and end up rushing in without a plan. Mind sticking around a little longer, Mualani? I want to try out some new moves.
Sure.
Thanks for taking the time to teach me, you two. I won't let you down.
Just give it your best shot.
I'm not keeping you up, am I? You sure you'll be fine tomorrow?
Oh, I'm bursting with energy. Couldn't sleep if I wanted to.
Hello there. This pool has been specially set up for hoyoverse, so the water might be a bit hot for humans. Thanks for the reminder. Don't worry about it. Actually, it's not that humans aren't allowed in at all. After all, it's an artificial hot spring, and it won't burn you to a crisp like a natural one would. But as you can see, there's not much space around here, and building a hot spring somewhere far away from a natural water source is quite a hassle. So we've all come to a tacit agreement to give these saurians a bit of space. They enjoy rolling around and resting here, plus they're not running around fighting or causing havoc. Would you like to hang out with them? You're free to do so, but I wouldn't recommend getting in any water fights, and you mustn't cause a nuisance for anyone else nearby. Welcome. What is this place? Here we sell masks in the styles of all the different tribes. Let me know if you see anything you like the look of. In the extremely unlikely event that none of our pre-made masks take your fancy, we also have materials for you to make your own. If you make one yourself, you'll only be charged the cost of the materials. When do you usually wear a mask? You can wear a mask whenever you feel like it, but normally you'll see more people wearing them on holidays. Also, when there's a competition, many people wear the masks of the tribe they support as a way of cheering on their warriors. But normally you can just wear it as a fancy accessory. I'd like a flying lavender melon mask then. Huh? What's that?